2. Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome again this week to the Red Hot Underdogs. We are the Red Hot Underdogs. I am Anzac, and with me, we have the ever incredible, long contained, often imitated, never duplicated. It is Drewy. Put your hands together for Drew, for Manly, for the Olympics.
Hi guys, hello Anzac. Welcome to the podcast that is about as relevant and as impactful as a Rachel, aka Raygun scorecard.
Yeah, well, she got nothing. You know, that's what Raygun got.
She got nothing.
She got 0.
We will get onto that very shortly.
Yeah.
But I think we should start with some NRL scores.
Yes.
And I love your attire. Very good. You're all decked out in Manly everywhere.
Well, I wasn't planning on to, honestly. I got my beanie, my scarf, and my cup, and the flag behind me. I couldn't be more Manly. And do you want to just talk about the other ones, or just Manly, or up to you, Drewy?
Well, I have seen you at moments in your life when you are less manly.
Yeah.
But right now, you're looking very manly.
Very manly.
So I'll get on to some of the scorecards. Storm beat the Panthers 24-22.
Huge game, top of the table clash. Wasn't it exciting?
Very close game. I've got to give the Storm enormous credit. Yep. They're the team all year that I've been saying is going to fall over. They don't completely convince me. Guess what? I hate to say it. Buy 9 crates of soap because I feel dirty in saying this, but I'm now pretty much a believer.
Yeah.
So if they don't win the grand final, I at least think that they're going to get there. Yeah. And if I was to say who do I think is going to win the grand final, have the best shot right now, I'm going to say the Storm.
Well, the punters don't. The punters, or I checked with Rich just after, and the punters said that they reckon Penrith still can do it. So isn't that interesting?
I still think Penrith can. Yeah, look, I absolutely still think Penrith can. I will say this, the Storm have now beaten Penrith twice this year.
Yeah.
And Penrith also have the added downfall of Cleary being injured out of the game.
Yeah.
So he has an arm injury. We don't know how many weeks that's going to be. That could be a huge setback. Yep. But Penrith are a champion team. You can never rule them out. Big setback. But I've readjusted my opinion of the Storm.
And just to go on about Cleary a bit, did you see when he injured his arm in that tackle? Because there was nothing in it. Like it was like soccer. It wasn't even a soccer tackle. It was so it clearly was a previous injury that has flared up, and they're the ones that take the longest to heal. Well, I don't know, do they? Yeah, I think so.
The visual word that you might be looking for is innocuous.
Yeah,
it didn't look as though there was much in it. It was innocuous.
Or soccer.
The other game.
Soccer tackle. That's what I prefer, soccer tackle. Yeah. Anyway.
It did, on. But, injuries come in all shapes and sizes.
Yep.
The other game that you're going to be very happy about, obviously, due to your attire, would be Manly beating the Warriors 24-10.
Yep. What are your thoughts? Like in a couple
I don't think Manly look... Sorry, you go.
Yeah. What are your thoughts in a couple of words? Or a sentence,
Not completely convinced on Manly. They were good enough to get the job done. That's all you need to do at this time of the year. Yep. And thank God if you're a Manly supporter, because it's 2 points that you really wanted to put in the bank at this point in order to solidify your spot in the semi-finals. I think they've done that now. Yep. It was very, very, very important game. It can't be overstated how important it was.
Yep.
It was a bit of an arm wrestle for the longest time, but in the end, they got the job done, and that's all that matters.
Yep. Well, that's what you said to me on the phone a day or two ago, and I think you're wrong because I rewatched it, and I reckon Manly played better than how you just summed it up. I know they let in 2 soft tries at the start, but for 90% of that game, okay, yeah, they were on the back foot when it was like 16-10, and there was like 17 or 20 minutes to go, and it just felt like we were defending. But that defense won us. It wasn't Warriors' bad attack. It was Manly defense that won that game. And in the whole second half, Warriors, it was fucking pissing down with rain, and Warriors were hitting hard. And their winger and that bloke, I don't know all their names, but they were playing well. I really think Manly deserves more credit than you just gave them, Drewy. I really do. Sorry, mate. That's what I reckon. Go, man.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Manly played very well. I'm not denying them that. Yeah. Obviously, I'm a lifetime fan of theirs, but I'm also like an overly critical father, and I think anybody who is a staunch supporter of a team is a little bit like that when they're going for their side.
Yeah, but you
bit more critical, and probably they need to be.
It didn't feel like the win was in the bag, right? You were just like...
Never. Yeah. No.
Up by 6, raining, you were like, Manly's going to do a Manly. We're going to fluff this. But thank God we didn't. We defended well. It was defense, and we got through. And there were a couple of times that Manly magic, especially in the first half, some kick and chases and stuff like that, where it was just unlucky ball bounce and this and that, where it really could have turned into a Manly blowout, that game. It really, really could have.
Yeah. To be honest, that was a great win. It puts us now in 5th position. However, I will preface this. The Bulldogs still have a game to go. Yeah. And if Bulldogs win, they will jump us and we'll be 6th again.
Yep.
But the Bulldogs play the Dolphins. Equally important game for the Dolphins, because this could solidify their place in the 8. Not completely, but it will give them a little bit of breathing room that they need.
They need that. They need this win, the Dolphins. It's a huge game for both those teams.
For both teams. So well worth the watch. Though the other game was the Roosters beating the Eels quite comprehensively, 38-14. Not much really to report. The Roosters did Roosters things. The Eels are what they are. Pretty rubbish this year and sitting right at the bottom of the table. Not right at the bottom, they're second last. For the Eels, this season will be about finishing second last or third last, be that as it may. They just don't want to finish last. I think the Tigers will finish last because they're god-awful. So it was what it was.
You know what? Even more disappointment associated with the Eels, because like the Tigers haven't been good for ages, but the Eels have had good teams and sensational players for decades. And year after year, they suck shit. And I did speak to a mate who's an Eel supporter, Craig, shout out, and he said now he's got to change teams. And I understand something like that. If you were following Eels for the past bloody 15 years, 20 years, I'd give up on them too.
Yeah, I could never change teams no matter how shit my side was going, but each to their own, and that's fine. So
I see your point, but Eels, it'd be hard to follow the Eels. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, I understand your point too. Their roster should indicate that they're doing much better than what they are. There've been board decisions at the club which haven't been great this year. They've had a few injuries, sacking coaches, making all the wrong decisions. But hey, next year's a new year, new coach, new canvas. See what happens there.
And having said that, like Manly has never, like we've had shit seasons, but we've never had like shit seasons for a decade or we've won every 10 years or so. Like
that's true. That's true.
So like,
to be fair, the Eels made the grand final 2 years ago. But outside of that, it's been pretty lean for them for the most part. Moving on to another thing,
Yep.
something that the world cannot ignore right now. It's gone viral.
Yeah.
Everyone's almost getting a massive hangover from it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dr. Rachel, aka Raygun Gun.
What a legend. And she's a doctor as well. That makes it better.
She is a doctor.
Yeah.
The big hip hop, bebop, break dance till you drop star, or not, as the world would have it. I will preface this. If you're in a mall and someone's having a heart attack or a seizure or something,
Yep.
Dr. Rachel Gunn, aka Ray Gunn, is not the person to go to, because she's not actually a physical doctor. She's a doctor in cultural studies.
Oh my God. Seriously, they'll give you, like, that just shows about our universities, right? Like there's these university degrees in cultural studies or gender studies. You got this huge debt, you finish the university, and what job are you going to get with that? What job are you going to do? How are you going to help the world with that piece of paper? All those skills. And the answer is, the only way is to somehow wing your way into the Olympics, embarrass yourself, become a viral sensation, just like Raygun, and then become a multi-millionaire. Is that what's going to happen, Drew? Is Raygun? What is next for Raygun, Drew? What is next for Australia's biggest, newest star?
Okay, well, I actually think that she is going to drift off into the ether.
Oh, really?
I would love for her to be a sensation.
Yep.
I don't know. It's just hard to know for Raygun.
Yeah.
I've got a bit of a buy, sell, and hold for you on Raygun.
Yeah. Yep.
Has Raygun been good for the world of breakdancing?
Yes.
Buy, sell, or hold?
Yes, yes, yes. People are talking about it. People are watching. Kids are watching. Kids are getting into it. Kids aren't saying this is the best break dancer in the world, but they're definitely saying, wow, this woman went to the Olympics and all she could do was a couple of kangaroo moves and a couple of sprinkler. Did you see she did the sprinkler? Have you seen that one?
She did the sprinkler.
And she did the wet dog on the grass, on its back. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to say.
So that's a buy for you.
Oh yeah, yeah. I reckon we have not seen the last of Raygun. At first, I was like, "Oh my God, this is embarrassing," and then I thought, just embrace it. You know, Raygun, you got to just own this and live it, and you will be able to go to bigger and better things from this.
I am going on the scale of buy as well.
Yeah, wow.
I think so. Essentially, the visual performance with doing the sprinkler, and trying to look as cool as Henry Winkler didn't pay off.
No,
it did not pay off.
No.
The
it'll pay
kangaroo
up.
electric, the kangaroo electric boogaloo.
Oh yeah,
didn't pay off.
But that's the number one. Yeah, that's the biggest one. You know, like they're gonna put that on the back of Qantas flights, you know, instead of the kangaroo now. Did you hear that?
Raygun.
Raygun. That's Raygun.
Look, visually it was a car crash, but for the world of breakdancing, was it good? I'm going by, because you know what? You're gonna get a lot of teenagers and a lot of kids going, this is the standard.
Yeah.
This is the Olympics.
I can go to the Olympics.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But if she can do it,
yeah,
then so can I.
And not being funny, Drew, but I've actually seen you pull off better dance moves than those. You. Like, I'm not going to say 80% of people could pull off better dance moves. I'm going to say maybe, you know, definitely the minority of the world's population, but I reckon maybe 1 in 5 people could pull off those moves. 1 in 5.
Yeah, like, and that's the thing. But I think because she was in the Olympics, that's where the hate comes from.
Yeah.
My next buy, sell, or hold is, was the avalanche of hate for her warranted?
Well, well, it started. It was like, oh, she's mocking black culture. She's mocking hip hop. But the best breakdancers in the world now are Japanese. It's Chinese. It's Japanese. They're the best breakdancers in the world.
Yes.
Like maybe it started from the Bronx and New York and stuff, and a different culture. It doesn't exist then. Well, maybe it exists there now, but the best are not there now. The best are Asians and Japanese. They just love it. Maybe smaller, body shape, or that, they can hold their weight more when they do their, their windmills, but yeah. So
what are you going, buy, sell, or hold on? Was the avalanche of hate for her warranted?
No, but I kind of understand where it came from.
Right.
But if someone really hates Raygun, like seriously, like what type of person wouldn't go with an opportunity like that? Like, and I did hear an interview of her 6 months ago, and she even said that the standard of Australasia so much lower than America and Asia, so much lower that none of them had a chance anyway. But I guess you've seen other videos of other B girls that are so much better than her that are going now. But well, they didn't go. Maybe they didn't compete or something. Maybe they didn't even know that breaking was an Olympic sport. But it won't be again, will it? It won't be again. I can't.
Well, I can fill you in on a few things.
Yeah, please.
So there were actually 15. I hate using these tosspot terminologies, but I will. They're not routines in the Olympics. They're battles. And yes, they're not contestants or dancers. They're B girls. So using all of this tosspot terminology that makes me sound like an A-rate tool.
Yeah, I like it. Tosspot.
There were 15 B girls that tried out for the Olympics. Somehow...
Is that a lot, Drewy? Like how many?
No, it's tiny.
Yeah, how many swimmers
tiny.
tried out? Let's be honest. Like if you got one chance in 15, that's like, like decent odds compared to, the swimmers or the runners or the high jump or
You know what I'm envisioning at the trials?
Yeah.
I'm envisioning an abandoned Woolworths car park.
Yep.
Cardboard mats. And the judges holding up their scoreboard on used shopper dockets.
Yeah.
So I think, I don't think I'm going to sell on the avalanche of hate for it.
Yeah.
Because you know what? Don't hate the player, hate the game.
Hate the game.
It's not her fault she got selected.
No.
It's these stupid fucking judges.
Yeah.
Okay? So now on social media and X, formerly known as Twitter, you've got all these idiots like Rajiv, who works at the petrol station, Molly, who scrubs floors, Giuseppe, who pours concrete, Shazza, who cuts hair. I'm profile. I might be racially profiling, but I don't give a fuck because I'm not racist. I hold the certificate for not being racist because I'm married to an Indonesian woman, so on and so forth. But you've got all these dickheads from general life saying, on behalf of Australia, we're embarrassed. I mean...
Yeah.
Could you please just get a grip?
Yeah.
Like, all of a sudden you've gone from doing your day job to being an IOC sort of breakdancing when you've never ever paid attention to this sport for 2 seconds in your life. Now you want your soapbox? I'm sorry, champ. You're not going to get your fucking soapbox. So I do think the hate for her is unwarranted. Again, in a nutshell, don't hate the player, hate the fucking game. It was those dodo judges who was sitting in that abandoned Woolworths car park that judged on her, that put her through the Olympics. That was the issue.
Yep.
My other buy, sell, or hold is, should she now cash in on her failure through talk show appearances, advertisements, documentaries, or movie roles?
Oh, yeah. This is what she needs to do, and she needs to do it now. So if this is her 15 minutes of fame, then it might not be here this time next year. She needs to go straight to America, do every interview that someone is willing to give her a little bit of money to go on stage and do the kangaroo, and she could ride that for the rest of her life, but she needs to go there now and hit it. She needs to hit those kangaroo moves in the United States of America and worldwide right now. Not come home and teach cultural awareness to fucking more, lefty Aussies at Macquarie University. No, 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 no. Go straight for the cash. Cash.
Yes. I am going buy on this one as well. I am going to all the hateful people and all the people that all of a sudden think that they're breakdancing judges. I know, we saw it. She looked like a soccer mum drunk at the work Christmas party. I get it.
Yep.
There was the epileptic worm on the floor. There was the kangaroo. There was the sprinkler. We've seen the memes. We've seen the comedy, blah, 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 so on and so forth. But guess what? I am leaning into this failure like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
And I am doing movies, I'm doing advertisements, I'm rocking Hollywood, I'm rocking some new kicks, and I'm scorching every one of you hateful motherfuckers with the Olympic torch and saying, I am Raygun and I am here to trigger you. I am getting the gold medal in triggering you. And what the fuck are you going to do about that right now?
This is a documentary, Drewy. It could be a motion picture, but it is at very least a documentary, like her making it to the Olympics and the hate she got and then the love she gets and the success she gets post this. This is a big doco.
Lean in, embrace the hate, embrace the failure, and cash out on that motherfucker. So the other one is buy, sell, or hold. Do you think she and the Olympic selectors should offer a public press conference by way of an apology for accountability?
No. What's she apologizing for? Like there's been other athletes that haven't performed well or the Olympics before. It's like, sure, if she cheated in regards to drugs or performance enhancing and that. But she didn't do anything wrong, right? That's
no.
If you're offended, and people have been offended from her dancing, but if you really are offended over that, then you really need to take a big glass, but what is it? A big cup of harden the fuck up, whatever it is. Like,
correct.
Be that offended by, as an Australian, by these moves? Could anyone?
Correct. Yeah. You know what?
Yeah.
I'm going sell on that too. She should not offer an apology to the public via way of press conference. Neither should the selectors. The selectors are the ones that fucked up. I get it. You want accountability? I'll give you accountability. Accountability came in scores of 0 in a first battle, 0 in a second battle, 0 in a third battle. The accountability came in finishing fucking last.
And zero.
And getting a donut.
Yeah, donut.
On a potential combined scoreboard of 58 points. There's your fucking accountability.
Jesus. They didn't even give a
triple bagel, triple donut. There's your accountability.
The kangaroo deserves one, right? At least deserves one.
Yes.
1 point. Come on. One. Just one.
All these dickheads who won an egg and spoon race in 1985 and have been doing a lifetime victory lap through it ever since and been sitting on the holier than thou Mount Olympus
Yeah.
need to pull their head in, because you got your accountability, you got your laugh, you got your viral moments. And if this outrages you, your life is a shitload better than you ever imagined, because clearly you have no problems going on in your life. So, yeah. The other one
Agreed.
is, should buy, sell, or hold? Should she and would you buy an energy drink that she releases called Raygun Energy?
Ah, actually, it's, you know, like I never thought about that till now. I don't know if people are talking about it, but it's a pretty marketable name, isn't it? Raygun. Like it's
It is.
fun. It's modern. You know, it's a bit science fiction.
Yeah.
So if well, I don't buy energy bars, but let's say I did, and I saw
Oh, it's an energy drink.
Energy drink. Yeah.
Yes.
I
Yes.
reckon she could be an energy drink. I really do. I
Yes.
reckon she could release her own brands, as in Raygun, you know, green tracks, Raygun hats, Raygun hip hop wear,
Yes.
and she definitely could release her own Raygun energy drinks. Buy.
Yes. Yeah, I'm buying on that. I'm buying on that too. It's a Drewy original name. So that was one from me. If she was to create an energy drink.
Yep.
Rachel Gunn,
Yep.
aka Raygun, if you want to use that,
Yep.
you can.
Yep.
Although only ask for 10% of the profits.
10%.
But that's fine. And maybe I'll take 5. Okay, I'll take 5. I'm not too greedy.
5.
You got that from the Red Hot Underdogs, and you're fucking welcome.
Yeah.
So, well done. The only other thing I'll say on Rachel Gunn, aka Raygun, what the hell was everyone expecting?
Yeah.
She's 36.
Yeah.
Old enough to be a soccer mum. And at 36, you are not in your breakdancing prime. I don't think you need to be a breakdancing aficionado to feel that Raygun is going to go to the Olympics and spin around on that fucking floor like a bottle top on soap, doing backflips, side spins, front spins, back spins, and the crowd going wild. She's 36, people.
And Drewy, she started when she was 25. You know, like really, someone that started breaking when they're 12 and they're 22 or 25 is a much better athlete than a 35-year-old. Just control of your own strength, of your own body weight. Full stop.
Yes.
No?
And
like,
I would have to think that your prime in breakdancing would be anywhere from about 22 to 28.
Yeah.
After about 28, your body gets a bit war-torn. It's a bit downhill from there.
Yep. I mean, I know we've had, I almost said to you, is she the oldest Olympian? But I know there's Olympians that like do shooting, and you could be 70 and be a shooter, but for physical athlete, there wouldn't be too many 35-year-olds going to the Olympics for their first Olympics, okay?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
There wouldn't be any, you know?
Yeah.
There wouldn't be any.
Well, 36, but I take your point, but even more, adds even more weight to the argument. I will say this in her defense.
Yeah.
Before she came to the Olympics and before she started, she did say that her routine would not be as technically or fundamentally as proficient or talented or athletic as the other girls.
Yeah.
Her battle was more or less going to be
10 minutes.
10-minute warning.
10-minute warning, cuz. Ding, 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 ding.
Thank you. It was going to be a battle based on her own interpretation and creativity and originality, which for me is like when a friend finds out you've got a new girlfriend and asks you, is she hot or is she good looking? And you tell them she's got a fucking awesome personality.
Awesome
You're
personality.
deflecting from the situation.
Yep.
And what you're doing is you're just giving another pitch because you're not necessarily giving them what they want or what they asked for.
Yes.
I don't want to take up too much time. I'll just end on this as far as Raygun is concerned.
Great
I know you're a big fancy dress. I know you're big on fancy dress birthdays. You've just had one. It's my pledge from this moment on for next year to bring Raygun to your 48th birthday.
Yes.
And you'll do a battle for all of us.
I will all battle.
Okay.
And I reckon a couple of us could even win. You know? We'll bring it on.
Yes.
Battle. Let's have a Raygun battle.
Bring on the battle, Phil. So I want to make the most of this last 10 minutes. A quick one. We got a gold, silver, bronze, or did not finish. There's been expansion in rugby league.
Yes.
It can now almost certainly be confirmed that the Western Bears, Perth, is going to be in there.
Yes.
If we had to say teams, not necessarily that will be there, I mean, Perth will be there.
Yeah.
But in terms of ones that you'd really like to be there. Gold, silver, bronze, or did not finish. Keeping in mind, they're only keeping 3 more teams in the loop. And the 4th one will be did not finish, given that it looks as though it'll be a 20-team expansion. I'm giving you the Western the Western Bears.
Gold for the Western Bears. I love it.
That's the one you want the most. I'm giving you the PNG Spears. They're not necessarily known as the Spears. I'm giving them that. The Adelaide Rams.
Gold.
South.
Gold, Papua New Guinea, gold. Papua New Guinea, I'm giving them gold. I know they all love rugby league there. I know it's just a political tie, Drewy. You know, I know it's just, you know, to get in bed with Papua New Guinea. So Papua New Guinea doesn't get in bed with China as much, but we need it. And I think it'll be exciting internationally. I really do. Yes. So my answer is yes, gold.
Adelaide Rams.
I don't know.
And South New Zealand Kia. A Kia is a bird in South New Zealand.
Yeah, I know. I've seen that bird. You know what it does? It actually eats the tires of cars.
Wow. There you go.
Yeah, so it's like a real bit of a problem bird. It's one of those ones like a big parrot that eats shit, you know?
Yeah.
I think I prefer the Kiwi team. I think it'd be really good and healthy for New Zealand to have a derby.
Okay.
When a city has a derby and a successful derby, like at least 2 teams within that city, play each other and they pack it out. I reckon that is the sign of a healthy sport. And I know New Zealand is not a city; it's a country. But let's put it into that bucket because there's only 5 million of them.
Okay.
You know,
If one of those teams had to be shot and all 3 were on death row. And one of them had to be eliminated. It would be the Adelaide franchise.
For me, it'd be Adelaide. I don't know why I'm more keen for Perth or Western Australia than Adelaide. Maybe it hasn't been done there before, but really, does anyone support rugby league in Adelaide? Probably no. It's all Aussie rules, isn't it? You know?
I've actually got a different take. My mind has changed over the course of time. So if I was to do in order of gold, silver, bronze, and did not finish, as far as ones I'd like to most be in there, I'm going gold for the Western Bears. I'm going silver for the Adelaide Rams.
Wow.
I'm going bronze for the South New Zealand Kia. And I'm actually doing did not finish for the Papua New Guinean Spears.
Oh, those poor Papua New Guineans, mate.
Now, I know. I've got my own reasons.
Why?
Papua New Guinea, logistically, it's not great. I think it'll be a business nightmare.
Yeah.
I think young players won't want to go over there. There's likely to be a gated community.
Yeah.
Players with families, you know, gated community, not great areas to hang out or entertainment.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll be a great attraction as far as bringing people to that team is concerned.
Yeah. Yep.
And, you know, and by that stage, if they are in there, they'll probably want Wayne Bennett, and he'll be 398 years old.
Oh, yeah.
And you'll probably have to zoom his coaching sessions through the away games.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Papua New Guinea, you're out for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Interestingly enough, I had the Kia in at bronze because for any success that the Warriors have had, for the most part, I think they've been an underachieving and quite disappointing team.
Definitely.
They've been in the grand final twice, but they've missed out on a shitload of semis. And for me, they've never had the consistency to get that team up and running as a total force in the NRL on a consistent basis.
Yeah. Yeah. But a derby might change that.
It might change that. And I can see that argument. I think it's an awesome argument. But from my point of view, I'd like New Zealand to have one absolutely brilliant team. Yeah. And they've never really had that because the Warriors have never hit true flight. Yeah. But if you feel the other way, I'm not mad at it and I don't hate it either.
Yep.
Yeah. So, and obviously, the Adelaide Rams, don't mind it. Silver, give it a shot.
Why Rams? Why?
Because you know what? I think it just fills out that extra geographical space in having the National Rugby League. So essentially you'll have Queensland teams, New South Wales teams, a Victorian team, a South Australian team and a Western Australian team. So that almost wraps around the whole coast of Australia, barring the Northern Territory. So that's why I don't mind it as a silver.
Yeah, I do like that. Really do like that. But again, why the Rams? Why that animal? That's what I meant. Why that animal?
Oh, look, they won't necessarily go with that. And I'm only saying that because that was their last franchise mascot. Yeah. So if they choose to go in another direction, I actually prefer that and don't mind that. They might actually do that. As far as the Western Bears are concerned, I love the idea. North Sydney Bears will never be a thing, so they may as well jump on board.
Yep. And it's a cool logo. It's cool colours. And it brings in a bit of nostalgia. You think of the games that you might have been there, like you and I when we were a kid. And there's people out there that lost interest in rugby league when the North Bears, North Sydney Bears.
Yeah, North Sydney Bears.
There's your minute warning there, cuz. There's your minute warning there. Yeah, I'm not saying those people are going to jump onto, the Western Bears, but it is likely. It's a bit of nostalgia, and rugby league's one of those things. Like, I loved it as a kid, loved it, Drewy, and then get more interested in girls and drinking and partying. Then somehow you look at yourself and you're like, oh my God, I'm 47 years old. And the most important in my life, bar kids and wives and all of that stuff, or maybe including them too, is rugby league. So there you go.
Yes.
Rugby league. Bring it back. Western Bears. They could have gone Northwestern Bears, made it even more.
Just quickly.
Yeah.
If I was a North supporter,